For accurate weather forecast and live news, subscribe to our Skymet Weather YouTube channel. Press the bell icon and do not miss on any of our weather news.
Welcome to Skymet. This is the National Weather Bulletin. We have the forecast for next 24 hours for 10th of July, commencing morning hours. Highlights of this brief, 2 points. One is monsoon is going to reach anytime soon now over Delhi and advance further also. And also a low pressure area is likely to form first in the month of July. That should come up in the bay in the subsequent 24 hours and revive the monsoon activity over most parts of the country. Coming to first the east and northeast India, the cyclonic circulation is there over Bay of Bengal in anticipation of the low pressure area which is coming up a little later, and also the earlier circulation which was there over parts of Jharkhand and adjoining Odisha, Chhattisgarh region, it has shifted to parts of MP. So weather activity basically is being controlled by these two circulation. As we see, one is in the Bay of Bengal, that's off Odisha coast, Odisha Andhra coast, and the other one is inland, that's over Madhya Pradesh region. With this weather activity is going to reduce over parts of Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal. When I say reduce, it's going to be light. It's not going to be missing totally, but then it will go light. So is Northeast India also. The heavy rainfall possibly will not happen now. Normally when a system comes up in the Bay of Bengal, the winds change, easterly streams over Northeast India give way to intense weather activity, and then normally it reduces to light to moderate, and that's what is going to happen. So eastern parts comprising of Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal and Northeast India, inclusive of Sikkim, Sub-Himalayan West Bengal, that should be now light to moderate only. No intense weather activity expected in these 24 hours. The northern parts of India, as I said in the opening remarks, that monsoon anytime should be reaching Delhi and then travel further to parts of Punjab and Haryana. The temperatures even till yesterday, they have been about high 30s. Before that they were 40s. In view of no significant weather, no clouding even much, not significant over northern India, pre-monsoon touch was continuing. But then with the presence of this circulation which I mentioned, that's over parts of Madhya Pradesh and adjoining region, and the fresh one which is coming up over the Bay of Bengal, combined effect of this is going to increase the easterly stream and all along the Indo-Gangetic plains, and then reaching further beyond West Uttar Pradesh and reaching Delhi and parts of even Haryana, Punjab. So with this only, the monsoon is likely to reach anytime soon. But rainfall, more of it will happen on 11th only, 11th of July. There could be some sporadic showers, that too later part of the day, that is in these 24 hours. But then yes, humidity will increase, winds will change. It will be indication of monsoon approaching, but the rain spot that could be more prominent in the subsequent days, even on 11th, 12th, 13th, that we will see increasing intensity as well as spread. Monsoon possibly will extend and cover further parts of Punjab and Haryana, most parts of the country in the subsequent 48 hours. Even Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, we see it covering, and normally this the advance of monsoon should be complete within the next 3 days or so over the country as such. Coming to the central parts, yes, the monsoon activity has shifted. Earlier it was more over for Odisha, Chhattisgarh, over the central parts, but now we see it happening more over Madhya Pradesh, parts of Maharashtra. Gujarat still will remain untouched, not much of weather because the system is still a little away from the state as such. But then Madhya Pradesh, particularly its southwestern parts, inclusive of Indore, Ujjain, Khargone, Khandwa, Harda, Devas, Ratlam on the northern side, southwestern side, that should have the weather activity. The southern half of Madhya Pradesh will have more of it, and southwestern part of that further intense. Along with this, parts of Maharashtra, especially covering Vidarbha and Marathwada, should have weather activity, rain and thundershower, inclusive of Chandrapur, Vasim, Wardha, Nagpur, and extending to Akola also, Akola, Amravati, which will spill over to even Marathwada, covering Beed, Parabani, Jalna, this is the pocket which can expect some rain and thundershower. Light rain in any case will be there even over Marathwada also, and Konkan region is going to pick up now activity. As it is, Mumbai has been raining. Past 24 hours it had over 70 millimeter of rainfall. It's going to pick up further, but in the subsequent 48 hours it possibly will enter 3 digits very soon, means Konkan region will rain heavily. But in these 24 hours possibly it will remain moderate. One odd place can record heavy rainfall. Coming down to the southern parts of India now, the activity as it is more intense in the central parts will not be so in the southern parts, especially the parts of coastal Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, even Rayalaseema, little less activity. Yes, coastal parts of Karnataka and spilling over to interiors of North Karnataka, that activity will be there. But coastal parts covering Karwar, Mangalore, this region will be a little more active, including Agumbe also. We can expect heavy rainfall over these pockets. Northern half of Kerala also, inclusive of Munnar and up to Kozhikode, coming down to up to Cochin also can expect some good moderate rainfall over the country as such. But with the system now coming up over Bay of Bengal, which is presently a cyclonic circulation that's over northwest bay of Odisha Andhra coast, this is going to organize, become a low pressure area, move inland and revive the monsoon activity, inclusive of southern parts, central parts in the subsequent 3 to 4 days. So therefore, the rainfall deficiency which has built up to about -6% at the moment countrywide, there will be recovery in that with this good spell which should be lasting more than 10 days of wet spell, good spell covering different parts of the country in the subsequent days. We look forward to good monsoon activity over most parts in the next week as well as 10 to 12 days. This is the weather brief from Skymet. Keep watching for latest and further information on this. Thank you very much for connecting with us.
Keep your family healthy by downloading Skymet AQI app and tracking air pollution of your location in real time.